What is up? Finally, XRP takes off. Beautiful. Oh, that's cool. They've added in these little reactions. What's up, Gianluca? OG Alchemist, Miguel. What an explosive start to the day. Well, it happened to me like, okay, 1:20 a.m. XRP moves. I'm asleep by like freaking 10 p.m. So this all happens when I'm out to the world. I'm just like completely unconscious. Typical. Let me just fix this music up. We'll put on the original audio. Let me know if the levels get a bit screwed and I'll fix it up. Yeah, let's just wait and see how many people jump in. Currently it says no data on my streaming thing. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Can you guys hear and see me? Oh, there we go. Excellent connection. Excellent collection. I wish someone would say that about my crypto holdings. Cool. We're good. We're good. By the way, I'm in Discord. If anyone wants to jump in, let me get a link for you. Create invite, copy, and here it is. So I'll just tag this to the top. Free Discord. Maybe I'll say free to join. I'm pretty sure everyone that logs into this stream or views this stream is already a subscriber, so that's cool. If you haven't already though, subscribe. Smash up the like button, guys, as well. That helps. We'll see if we can get some more people than usual jumping in, because lately it's only been like 20 or so, like 20, 25 people at best. Sometimes it's like 10. So good to see there's like 13 of us already. So what happened? I'm still, if anyone wants to fill me in on what happened, jump in the voice chat and tell me all about it. I'm going to send out a message to Discord at everyone. If anyone wants to jump in the voice chat, I'm streaming on YouTube and I need to be schooled on what the hell happened while I was sleeping. Much appreciated. Right. Let's see if anyone jumps in and wants to fill me in. I'm pretty sure it's something to do with the SEC. I think XRP got relisted to Coinbase or Kraken or something like that. Okay, cool. The lawsuit got dropped. Awesome. That's not only good for XRP, of course, but all of crypto. All of crypto. Incredible. Ripple is not a security. Excellent. Okay, that's the early words that I'm getting here. Thanks, buddy. Thanks, DC Woodworking. What's up, Sean? Hello to everyone that's tuned in and already dropped in to say hello. So XRP Tether. This is the Binance chart. Apparently the Coinbase chart was doing some wild stuff. Let me check that out. And I'll just adjust this music again. Okay. Now XRP Coinbase, let's get that on as well. So this is the Bitstamp chart. Let's look at everything on the 5-minute chart. So Bitstamp and Binance look quite similar. There's not a hell of a lot of difference between those two. But I think maybe the Coinbase or the Kraken chart, there's some real crazy spikes. So let me add those in. I'm in the red list, good. XRP, USD, in... Maybe they don't have the Coinbase charting yet. What about Kraken? Yeah, there's Ripple USD, Kraken. Okay, let's go to the 5-minute. Okay, they all look quite similar. All about a 95-cent spike. Bitstamp. Yeah, that's incredible. Like all of that in like the space of a few hours. How long has it been? It achieved 95 cents. Basically a 100% move in 3 hours and 5 minutes. It's just a matter of time. Like as soon as that news comes out that the SEC backs down finally, or the judge makes a decision, boom, there it is. So congratulations to anyone and everyone who took a position in XRP waiting for that move to happen. So that's excellent. Well done. And congratulations to anyone that was bullish on crypto and like had positions for this entire move. Like, because other things are still reacting to it, I feel. Bitcoin retest, like Bitcoin came up, made a new high for the year, right? Collapsed back down to test that $31,000, and we're already getting a bounce back here. We're gunning back up again, so that's excellent. Good news. What else have we got going on? Last stream, I did CPI. So we covered the CPI data release. We got a 3% off. Previous report was 4%, so that's an incredibly good result. 1% progress on inflation. So, you know, bringing inflation back under control is what I mean there. So right here was where that happened. That's where we got the news, and then bang, what happened? We dumped. Very strange. Very strange, because like off such good news like that, you would expect, you know, like this kind of action, but we got a dump instead. So it would have wiped out a lot of people that were, you know, anticipating a big move up. So it's kind of like a shakeout before the actual move happens. So this has been like a delayed effect. Just be very aware of that. When we get good news, there is a strong potential for a shakeout before the real move happens. So let me keep up with the chat here. Ripple is not a security. Yo, Ripple is a small wave. Do you think that this will spark a sustained bull run, or do we chop more beforehand? It really could. This could be a catalyzing event to really get things moving for crypto again. It just, I guess we'll have to wait and see. I don't want to be too sure of it. Like, you know, this could just be a day of excitement or a week, and then everything relaxes back into chopping around. But you know, I'm all for it going up. That's great. But let's just keep our eyes on the charts and see what is thrown our way. But XRP up 75%, 74%. It's been high already. I'm gonna close some of these charts. I don't think we need them. I think they're all pretty much saying the same thing. Even XLM saw a massive spike, which is incredible. 100% up. So I know Crispy, who's in the community, he has been a big investor in XLM. He holds a lot of XLM, so awesome news for him. That's great, incredible. Oh, we got Static. What's happening, man? I don't know if you're there or not. But yeah,
What's up, brother? What's up? What's up?
Hey. Oh, you know, just I woke up and saw the charts and I was like, holy shit, I slept through another one. Another big move. But yeah, man.
I got your ad everyone, so I thought I'd pop in and
Yeah, I
listen.
was just seeing who was gonna like actually show up. That's cool. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. And to anyone else that wants to jump in and say g'day, come on in. But yeah, this is a really awesome move to see. We've been waiting a long time for this, especially the XRP people and the XLM.
I
And
think
just
I think the bigger news is not just specific to XRP, but like you said, the entire crypto market, because then it
yes,
really kind of opens the floodgates for what is and what is not a security.
exactly. It sends a message, to the world saying, just because the SEC tries to take you to court and all that, you can still come out the other end if they're just, as long as your project is honest and open about what it's doing. And yeah, I mean, it just shows crypto can't get pushed around the way we all think it can, especially when there's no like hard evidence, from a government department to label it the way they want to label it. Like it's beyond that, which is cool. Yeah, it's definitely a big step for crypto. I want to check out the crypto total market cap, because I think that would be very interesting to see. So total, including everything. Look at that. Let me go to the daily and zoom out. So we're back up already, attacking the highs of earlier this year in April, when we hit like 1.26 trillion. So we're already back to 1.21 trillion off, a huge retracement down to below a trillion. It was like 977 billion or something like that. So yeah, big evidence of a recovery and a continuation of this year's bull run or bull trend of higher lows and higher highs. So there's obviously a lot of disbelief still going around, floating around out there, that saying that we haven't seen the bottom yet, that kind of shit. But I mean, yeah, it's not looking too good for those people. Could still happen, because obviously you never say never and anything can happen, but you can't deny what has happened for the last 8 months or whatever it's been, 7 months. There's been a lot of good trades, a lot of good activity. What do you reckon is going to happen in the next phase of this quarter, or even just week? Do you reckon there's going to be like... Let me go out to the macro, like a bigger time frame here. So I think right now we could see a rally, fairly rapid, up to this $48,000 high that we got last year in March. Especially if the funds rate, funds rate's going to come out probably at a 25 basis point hike. It just depends. Depends what they want to do.
Hello.
I
Hey,
think
quiet.
48. I think 48 is going to happen before the halving.
Yeah, I don't see why not. It's still in the bigger picture, in the broader picture here. I think the push to, like, from our all-time high of 69,000 all the way down to the bottom, we've only come up like a third of the way, recovered. And the stock market has already almost gone back into price discovery. Well, not quite. A lot of stocks have, a lot of big stocks have, like Apple and Nvidia and you name it. A lot of things are actually making new highs. But yeah, the S&P's not quite there yet. It's getting there.
S&P's been ripping.
Yeah, I think
Nasdaq has been ripping.
Yeah.
What's up, Kawhi?
Hey, man.
What up, Static?
Yeah, I think anybody at this point, anybody who's waiting for a lower low is going to be waiting for a long time.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it could be... Yeah, I think it's going to be part of the next phase of the cycle where we get, new lows again. But I don't think... I don't know. There's a very good chance that Bitcoin... Bitcoin's price stays above 15,600, whatever that low was. I think it's 15,500. We'll call it.
Can we entertain the idea? Can we entertain the idea of a lower high and an equal low?
Yeah, of course, because it's happened before.
On what?
It's
BTC.
Yeah, on Bitcoin.
Yeah, that only happened because of COVID.
But if you look back, I'll show you the one that might be like similar to what you're talking about there.
Yeah, it's 2018, right?
No, there's an older one. There's like one that's like 2014. If I go
it
to
does
the
it
daily,
every halving cycle. It makes like a 0.5 retracement upwards, and then it comes back down, makes it equal low, double bottoms, and then starts the next bull run.
Because you are right. There was
like
that
it'll
one.
hit the double bottom, and then like the halving cycle will happen, and then it shoots to the next.
I think we did have our double bottom. We had the double bottom was November and January, I believe. If you look at BTC on the weekly.
Even June and November. But check this out. Look at
Rick,
this
are
one.
you do you have your screen up?
Oh, not in YouTube.
Yeah,
I don't
have a chart in front of me.
Let me throw it up in Discord as well.
Rick, help me out. Remember at the end of this past year, you and I were talking about the double bottom accumulation?
Yes. Well, it's happened twice, man.
It's happened. What are you drinking tonight?
Is that Samson? What's up, Samson? Okay. Can I just show you the history of all the examples of this double bottoming? There was even one back here, but this happened a lot sooner. This is in 2011. Bitcoin was only like 2 years old here. There was a double bottom to mark the bottom, right? After the bear trend. Post all-time high, right? There's a double. Technically this is kind of like a double here after a high.
And even before that last line, like that line is the halving, right? That yellow line.
Yeah, the yellow line is. Yep.
Even right before that, like right before, you can see it did the same thing.
Yeah, similar. That's kind of like a
right. So now go, Rick.
And
slide
then,
to.
Here's the 2017 high, with the bear market of 2018 into 19. And yes, COVID was actually a higher low, but very close to basically a double bottom.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Something that looks similar to that.
Then we had our double top of the last bull cycle. Well, I mean, the second high was a bit higher, but still
the tulip top.
In the broad picture, in the grand scheme, that's basically a double top. Now, some people have been saying this has been a double bottom, like that Crypto Crew University guy has said that June was our bottom, and then obviously the FTX disaster came down. Yeah.
Rick, I saw that video too. I even have the timestamp memorized. I think it was 2 minutes and 30 seconds into the video where he's trying to tell his people that he called the double bottom, and that's a double. That's not a double bottom.
Yeah,
that is not a double bottom.
The second low is much lower, but
right.
It's a stretch. It's a stretch.
It doesn't count.
He called bottom on that first leg, and then when that first leg didn't come true, he said, "Well, it's a double bottom. It's a double bottom."
Yeah, it's a stretch to call that a double bottom. That's definitely a lower low. There's no doubt about it.
That what you just circled right there, he thinks the double bottom occurred entirely in the FTX thing.
Well, yeah, there is a double bottom here. Yeah, you have to go down to like the 4 hour.
That's the double bottom. Wait, go back to that if you could.
Yeah, I'm just going in.
Okay, so that
chart. Yeah, there.
Well, no, go back to where were you? The daily.
Daily, yeah. Down here.
Okay, now if you look at that, it doesn't seem like significant enough double bottom until we broke a higher high. Once we finally achieved, we stopped the bleeding of lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high. That was the first time afterwards that we actually saw higher highs. That's
You cut out.
You cut out.
Static.
They got
Static,
him.
no! They got him.
They got him. Oh, my coffee. I forgot to drink it.
I'm back. AirPod died. All right, all I'm saying is that is a double bottom, and the confirmation is the fact that we then got higher highs from that point forward, and then it converted itself into an inverse head and shoulders, and then it ballooned into a bullish trombone pattern, and then off to the races. Now we've been in this ungodly boring 2-month bullish rectangle, and we'll break out of that soon. We'll see 34K.
Yeah, why not? Why not, hey?
Yeah, but that might be where it ends.
I'm
Or
going to chuck
maybe
out a
40,
signal.
but-
I want people to come in and actually share their TA, because like we've got now, what do we got? We had 40 people in the stream. So if anyone wants to come in and share their analysis, I'll screen share your screen if you want to stream through Discord, and you can tell everyone what you reckon. Macro.
So you see that,
your outlook.
Rick, you see like right before the first big drop, if you zoom out again?
Yep.
So like right there, like that.
Are you on your computer
zone right there? No, my iPad.
Ah, okay, yeah. After the first big drop, are you talking about from all-time high?
The next peak, and then right there. So
here,
right there, I'm pretty sure that's a huge vector zone that hasn't been reclaimed yet. So like maybe 40K is where I think it would top out for like a fifth wave, because if you actually look from where the bottom is,
big gap there.
That could be a wave 1, 2, like the most recent bottom at 15. That could be a wave 1, 2, and then 3. Wave 4 doesn't retrace past the top of wave 1. So we could be working on wave 5 right here, but I think that would only take us to liquidate the shorts, the people that are still shorting from that big drop after the Do Kwon thing. Remember Do Kwon and Terra Luna? All that stuff happened. Everyone that's still shorting from that zone, I think, is getting taken out right now.
But you got to also ask yourself, why the hell did we come down from 69,000 all the way down to 15.6? I think I know. Well, I've got my theory, right? And it's to do with inflation and interest rates. Like that's the whole scenario that put us in the hole. Not just crypto, but stock market too, right? Yeah. And then why have we recovered? Why is there this bounce? And it's because inflation, CPI, has come from 9.1% all the way down now to 3% over the course of what has it been, like 12 months? Something like that. So that turnaround is kind of, to me, that's like the reason markets are recovering, is because inflation is coming down and interest rates won't be too far behind. Well, there's speculation that there's going to be another 12 months of interest rates being high or staying high to really seal the deal. But I guess we'll have to wait and see about that. I don't think any moves are just for liquidating. Like, I think this is actual progress and moves like in reaction to like the economy, like what the economy is doing, what the economy is allowing for, because for markets to move, they need liquidity, they need money, right? And if the economy's restricted because of the high interest rates, there's just not that liquidity to keep markets afloat or up. And that's why we got that huge bear market. That's what I think, anyway.
Right, and a bunch of people sold on spot. Like there's I mean, think of all the people that, like, remember FTX was trying to liquidate 3 Arrows and Celsius and Voyager, and like they were trying to force liquidate them. So they were probably taking people's money from that had invested, and like were buying dips on spot, taking out leverage positions, like leverage short positions, and then fucking selling all their coins. Like, so all the coins that I think FTX did have a bunch of coins, they just never put them in anyone's wallet.
Maybe. I don't know, man. There's a lot of shenanigans with FTX. There's a lot of crap that happened with them.
But
there's
this
probably
is also
things they
like,
did that
what,
no one's aware of too. Still,
what is
because
what? Yeah, that too. True. But like, what is the measurement? Do you want to take the ruler and measure from the tippity top, like down to like the bottom, like from peak
60.
to trough?
Yeah, what
That's
like a fib or?
that's
No,
the same way.
just a ruler.
Okay, I can do. So basically, here to here is a 77% drop, 77.26 or whatever. Basically,
if you
it's
go
lost
back in time,
53,000. Yep.
that's where it's usually like an 80% drop, somewhere between 75 and 85% drop.
Yeah.
In every bear market.
That's it. Yeah. And the thing is, just because one bear market did an 85% drop doesn't mean that the next cycle has to do 85. You know, there's no rule about that. It's just a gauge of like, okay, you're in the neighborhood kind of thing. There's
yeah, exactly. I think that there was,
just to add to that, if I may, diminishing returns. Since we're seeing diminishing returns with each cycle, it wouldn't be unrealistic to see the drop become less severe each time, because as price discovery is basically happening, and we're trying to figure out what Bitcoin is.
Right. As more people are in there to hold up foundational Bitcoin, as in like Bitcoin that they're not going to part with because they see, you know, a 10, 20, whatever year future, like Bitcoin's going to be around. Like why, like, I don't know, I'm just trying to think of why it would break or why it would just go away and just be destroyed forever. And I think that's more of a dangerous call to make than saying that there's a future for Bitcoin. You know what I mean? Like seeing an end to Bitcoin versus seeing future for Bitcoin. I think it's more of a dangerous call to say that there's going to be no future. Like that it won't be around in 10 years. So if it's around, that's all it needs. It just needs to live. It just needs to be there and people using it and accumulating it. Maybe not even using it, just holding it. Because the inherent function of Bitcoin it gets scarce because of the halving events. Like it gets harder to create new Bitcoin. People there's also loss of Bitcoin. People that, you know, lose their keys or whatever. That's another thing that all of those plays into scarcity. Yeah, everyone knows the basics of that, of like, you know, the merits to Bitcoin and how it's deflationary rather than inflationary like our fiat currencies are. So just that built-in fact there is like reason to see, okay, in 20 years from now, in 10 years from now, you would expect it to be somewhere higher than it is today, right? Just, I mean, as a very basic, rough idea. I think that's easier to see as a possibility than Bitcoin and crypto being shut down forever for good, you know?
Yeah, it's meant to be appreciating value to like hedge inflation. Even if it only makes, if it makes 100% move and then like inflation is 50%, you're still breaking even. So you still maintain your buying power.
Yeah.
If it makes a 200% move, then you're up 100%, even if inflation is up like by 50%. Like year over year.
Exactly. Holy crap. I'm looking at the XRP chart. It was in a descending triangle, like most of last year and into this year. It broke out from that and then created like a pennant of sorts, which we have very spectacularly broken out from. And that was obviously a news-based breakout. Like that was fundamental, very fundamental. And look at where it's capped out at. Look at this high here. This is why previous highs are very important to keep an eye on, even if they're from like more than 12 months ago, you know? Because look at that target that got hit right there. So obviously if we get above that, if we get above 95 cents, the next target would be these big, that's the most standout point there, that high there, because it's in that cluster of highs. And that is $1.40 XRP. But yeah, damn. When you zoom out like this, you can see how volatile XRP has been in the past. It's crazy.
It's crazy.
It's very crazy.
That candle, man, is fucking.
Yeah, it's a beautiful candle. This is like all within 6 hours.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Rick, I have a quick TA on XRP if you want.
Yeah. Are you on a computer?
No, but I got it in my head. It's pretty simple.
Okay,
I think we're either gonna retrace to 64 cents or we're gonna go to $1,000. Somewhere in between there. I'm not sure.
Holy shit, that's epic. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. $1,000 XRP.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
All kidding aside, just like, and I know you with your people, the same thing. Like, just remember, guys, like, take profits. It certainly could go to $1,000. It could go to 100. It could go to 10. It could go to 5. Or it could be, buy the rumor, sell the news, and XRP will never ever go to 90 cents ever again for the next 3 years. You never know.
Right.
Just take profit when you can.
100%. I'm still absorbing.
No one ever went broke taking profit.
I'm still sort of coming to terms with what happened. Like the fact that it was, yesterday, like dancing below 50 cents, and now it's like at 81 cents. That's crazy. And it's almost went to 95. That's crazy. That's a giant move in a day. That's 100% up.
Well, I'll be honest. I didn't have any XRP.
Me either, man. Me
exposure.
Either. Not me either.
Some of the guys in my Discord did. God bless them. But no, I have. Shit. I've been wildly accumulating about 6 different cryptos, and one of them is not XRP, unfortunately.
Yeah, no, that's hey, it happens. A lot of things happen. Big events happen, and you can miss them. I've missed a lot of them, or most of them. But
I honestly, I thought the ruling was going to go the other way.
All right. Yeah.
Well, after years and years of them fucking battling this, it's like, and now it's finally like, okay, we're done. Like, it's not a security. Like, what the hell is a security? Now we have to reevaluate. Like, if crypto is like its own fucking thing, man. Honestly.
Yeah. The cool thing. Okay, this is another thing. Someone mentioned that, someone mentioned Doge in the chat, but yeah, go ahead.
What's that?
Go ahead with that line of thinking.
With the SEC losing this lawsuit, that means that there is no regulation, which some people would say is a good thing. But, you got to remember, without laws and rules, it's the wild, wild west. And when you're in the wild, wild west, people get shot. People get hung from trees. People lose money.
Exactly, but that's the thing, is that we lost because there was a lack of regulation, or like regulation. The idea of regulation was unclear for so long. There was a lack of volatility, but now I think that volatility is going to return, just because the big investors are like, look, like some people are like, we don't want to touch it until there's regulation. But I think what they really meant was, we don't want to touch it until we figure out, is there going to be regulation or is there not? And if there is, we want to know what the rules are. Now they're just like, oh, well, there's no rules. And it's like, okay, well, let's play again. We did pretty good last time. And then they'll just see it an opportunity to take money from like new people that are just coming into the market.
Yeah.
Dogecoin, if I may, has or is kind of showing signs that it's cutting out and breaking out of a downtrend that it's been in since Elon Musk bought Twitter. It's like, that high. There was that high that we had, 16 cents, I think, or 15.9. And we just have not been able to reclaim that zone for a really long time, ever since up to today. There's been just lower high structure. And anyway, if you draw a big fat trend line from that high to the next peak we had back in April, Dogecoin, where we've broken out with a wick at least, but we need to see the candle close obviously and get some trending after that. But that's not a bad little start for a potential Dogecoin rally, I think. Keep your eyes on that. Remember, there's a major Dogecoin downtrend going on too. If you go on the logarithmic chart, you can see it. Might have to go to the weekly actually to get a better picture. Something like that. So in that pink triangle. But it's not far off the resistance side, and I can see a case for, Dogecoin at least coming out and testing prices outside of this range, and then maybe even rallying up to test. This is a pretty stick out point, this high here, which is the 16 cent high. And there's a lot of activity at around that level, 16 to 20 roughly. So yeah, I don't see why not. It just needs that liquidity to come back into crypto, which there is big evidence for on the total crypto market.
If you go back in time on Doge, like it does these little things, like whenever it's in like a bear market, crypto window, whatever you want to call it, it does these little shoots up and it just makes equal highs and then comes back down, makes equal lows. It just trades in a range, the same range forever, but has these periodic little pops where it just comes back to meet the previous high and then sells off again to like reaccumulate.
Yeah. Sorry, I was just writing something. Yeah, Doge needs look at the value of total that has got to, all of that has to be reclaimed. Look at that distance. We've only come up like a fraction of that drop.
Right.
If I take a fib from top of the market to the bottom, I bet you we're not even at the 236 yet. We might be. Oh, we're knocking on the door of the 236. See that? 236 fib level. We've only come up 23%. Recovered 23% of our tragedy, right? Our bear market. So there is still a hell of a lot of potential in crypto if we're to come up and at least revisit this market high. You know, there's so much movement.
Bitcoin.
So
if you do total three, if you look at total three,
because
that's just the altcoins.
Yeah, and even that, so like it's a similar story, right?
Shittier. There's so much more potential for that.
Yeah, there's huge movement. By no means have we had an alt season yet. There's been moves, but that's just because everything's like bargain basement bottoms, and any kind of good day it has looks amazing, looks fantastic.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. But no, it's not. It's far from a full-fledged bull market yet, if you ask me.
I think this is a good time to remember that. I mean, I don't want to get all bullish on everyone and like talking about fairy tales and dreams and all that, but planting seeds in altcoins that you think have some kind of future, there's still time. There's still a lot of time. Like, not a lot of time, but you haven't missed the boat, is what I'm saying. Like, you haven't missed the opportunity to invest, is what I mean. Not financial advice, but yeah. Holy shit, we're up to 47 people in the stream. What's up, guys? 47. I think that's like a record for the year.
Oh, word. Well, it's probably because of XRP. There might be some algorithms like freaking helping out with the live
I think some
streams,
people just kicking around, looking at crypto again because of all this, all the news, like you said.
Yeah, and like I think a lot of people were live streaming earlier, like the bigger YouTube people, but like they probably signed off because it was like we had this huge volatile, like parabolic move up, and then it's just been going sideways pretty much ever since. So
yeah,
but Asian market is opening in like an hour or so, I think.
Oh, okay.
So when they see this, when they wake up and they see this, they're gonna be like, yo.
Send love hearts, guys, in the chat. If I mean, Australia. Okay, today's Friday in Australia. Friday morning, 8:55 a.m. We've still got the Friday session on the S&P 500. What's been up with that lately? Let's check out the S&P as well, because I think that's been doing really well, right? It's making new highs for the year.
I know,
look at that. Look at that shit.
52-week highs.
You know how we're talking about crypto only just coming up to like 23K? 23% up on the Fib recovery.
Mm-hmm.
The S&P 500 is knocking on the door of 78% recovered off the bear market.
It's crazy.
So definitely, like, the stock market has recovered a hell of a lot more ground than crypto, right? But
and Bitcoin has recovered 100% this year alone. So XRP shot up 60%, 70% today. That's great. But BTC has been doing this for 6 months.
I don't mean percent move off the bottom. I just mean like recovered off its all-time high. Like how far back, like on the journey back to all-time high. It's S&P.
No,
but that's because S&P only fell 27.
Rick.
No. I know.
All I was to point out is that we talk about a bull run. Bitcoin has doubled in price since January. I mean, that's pretty impressive. 100% move.
Yes, it has.
I think that's a good indicator that we are at the beginning of the next bull run. I think we're in phase 1.
Yeah, I think that's reasonable to suggest. Definitely. It's like, I don't think that's crazy talk by any means. You know, like, it's not just moon boy bullshit. You know, like, because there's a lot of that out there. There's like people saying, oh yeah, Bitcoin, wait till it hits $1 million. You know, $1 million per Bitcoin.
I don't think it's crazy, but like to think of the next like decent retracement on the stock market, it could still bring Bitcoin down to like some equal or slightly higher lows.
I think it needs a reason. You know what I mean? Like, it can't just do it off price action. You need an event like COVID-19. You know, that caused a massive crash out of nowhere. Because the whole world, it affected the planet, man. It affected the whole world.
Right. There's absolutely no reason. There's no reason for BTC to go to 15K right now, or 9K, like some people are calling, for just because. Just because,
yeah.
I mean, that doesn't make any sense.
And not even just a national event. Like, say US did something, and you'd need a global, I feel, impact. I mean, FTX was pretty big, and it affected the whole, like, the planet's crypto, you know,
there's still
progress. But the thing was, when FTX happened, it already had Luna, it already had Celsius, and all these other big crashes. So a lot of that leverage was already wound back out, you know, because the market was wound up with leverage, and then
it got flushed out.
It just got flushed out, and then FTX was a very big hint to say, geez, there's not much water left in this sponge. Like, we're squeezing it, but there's not much water left to squeeze out of this sponge. Like, so that's, yeah. And I was talking about this like 8 months ago. I was saying, look at the moves, measure like the line from all-time high to the first crash bottom. We've got that magnitude, right? And then, from this high to here, there. Oh, I heard a voice. I'll be with you in 1 second.
Was that Jules?
It might have been.
It's Jules.
It's hey. What's up, Jules? Good to hear your voice.
What's up?
Not much. Just measuring magnitude of drops. Okay, and there's your FTX drop. So that's the first drop from all-time high down to 33K. This was, I believe, Terra Luna. This was Celsius. And this was FTX. Can you see what I mean?
Yeah.
It was diminishing. The evidence was in front of us, staring at us, and I was talking about that. And yeah. Anyway, here we are, like walking back up the other way. You know, are we gonna get this? You know what I mean? So we come down in magnitude, then we rise back up in magnitude. I don't know. It's possible. Consider it, you know, as a possibility at least. That's all I'm saying. But anyway,
I think that this is such a bullish move. I mean, like, obviously, you know, it was up over 100% today, just day over day. And yes. I mean, I was in this kind of mindset before where, you know, we were going to start seeing good news with the inflation. You know, the government, the U.S. government was going to say, hey, we've got this shit handled. But what I always thought was going to happen was there was going to be an overkill that would push it down, kind of for that deep wave 2. I don't know if you're an idiot wave follower like I am. That first wave, that first move off the bottom is typically a really deep retrace, and it's typically got a truncated fifth because the bulls or the bears still think that they're in control in a situation like that. Mm-hmm. I've become enormously bullish though, just for the fundamentals of the economy, because where I thought that maybe there was going to be an overkill situation as far as reaction to the interest rate hikes and the like. I think that because of the kind of the I guess the acceptance of technology, people are starting to see AI for the, you know, firsthand, and you know, between that, Web3 and crypto technology, all of these technologies are being accepted at a lot faster rate than things that have typically taken us out of bottoms or bear markets, like the internet did. And so I'm thinking that it's possible that this technology that people are starting to see, businesses are going to start reacting to this really quickly. I mean, I'm watching the businesses that I consult with, like, just try to implement AI in anything that they do. And I mean, I'm starting to get bullish as fuck because a lot of these technologies depend on cryptocurrencies. Now, the only thing that I'm trying to figure out that I think that there is a major negative to it is I think a lot of people are going to lose their jobs in the next couple months.
Yeah, because like the whole labor sector is very strong at the moment. A lot of people are in work, which is not what the SEC doesn't want that. I mean, not the SEC, the Fed, right? Because they want to ease inflationary pressure, and people working is pressure, like that's feeding demand. People having disposable income, that kind of thing. Yeah, so but I think that scary. I mean, with AI, the problem with AI is that it is a job killer. You know, I mean, I'm seeing how much more productive I am with AI, and between that and you know, I think that the U.S. economy at least is still kind of you know, a lot of companies are trying to get rid of like people that are still kind of on the COVID plan. You know, I mean, I'm guilty of that. I don't work as hard as I used to because I get to fuck around all day at home. You know, so it's like. You know, I think between that, I think companies are trying to figure out that, like, you know, or companies are going to figure out that like they're wasting a lot of money on people resources right now, and I think that's a really scary thing to think about, especially understanding that it's probably going to be a wave 3, you know, type of acceptance to all this new technology, and we're going to see shit take off. Hell yeah! Well, I'm all for it. I mean, whatever happens, man, as long as it's dramatic, that's all I care about. Like, from a trading perspective, if the moves stay violent in crypto like they have, that's what keeps it, you know, profitable as a market to trade. I think XRP sees over $1 within the next day or so. I think that it's probably going to hit that mark. There's a good chance it overshoots it even, and I think that. Over the next couple weeks, BTC could hit 37. Hell yeah. I'm all for that too. Yeah. Do you want to do any TA, Jules? Like any big macro stuff you want to share? Because I'll screen share your screen, and because I think there was 50 people watching. There's 47 now. But yeah, up to you, man. Yeah, if there's a coin, you know, someone wants to, you know, I could do some. Let's see. What coin do you think would be Bitcoin? I want you to analyze Bitcoin. But yeah, share your screen in Discord, and I'll broadcast it if you're keen. Let me go through some of my stuff because I haven't really done some really deep analysis, but I'll be up and do it in a second. I can just kind of take a look at things real quick. No rush. Yeah,
Rick. Eventually, I mean, if you stream for a while or whatever. On later. I'll keep it on all day. I'll do a mega. I'm off work today, so I can keep this up. And by the way, that invite goes out to anybody. There's no restriction here. Like, anyone that wants to share their chart and talk and show what they think, jump in, and you can show the audience.
Yeah.
So yeah, what I was gonna say is I can eventually share my screen if you want. Like, I can analysis on a couple of things, but I just my iPad is dead. It's like at 3%.
Yeah, all good, man.
So, is this link you have on is this link you have on YouTube good?
Let me put up a fresh one because I'm not sure. I think it might be a dead link. But I will pin like a fresh link for everyone. I was meant to pin it earlier, but it
fix the night bot.
It failed.
Son of a bitch.
Free to join Discord.
Blast from the past.
I'll pin that. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I can. Whenever you want, I can go too.
Yeah.
All the OGs are coming out of the woodwork today.
Yeah, man.
Because XRB.
That's right.
I'm always around.
Well, Jules.
Yeah,
Jules and I are.
Yeah, Serrano's.
Jules and I have been hanging out on the island for Misfit Toys.
Why wasn't I invited? Why wasn't I invited to the Seahorse Seashell party?
That's the point of. That's the point of my channel. That's the point of my channel. Nobody, and I mean nobody, is banned or blocked from jumping in. Like, just come in. You're welcome. I don't care like what personal shit you have between anybody or me or whatever. Just jump in and say g'day.
Shut up, Rick, before we ban you.
And Rick's getting banned from his own channel right now.
I'm just saying, like, I think it's silly to restrict everything and cut everything off because, yeah. Anyway, that's my 2 cents. And by the way, in 5 months, it's $100
Sorry, Rick, I can't
to
hear
join
you.
my Discord. I'm just kidding. $100, guys, to jump into the voice chat for 5 minutes. Just kidding.
100 snapperoo.
Kidding. How many people got in there? Oh, we got 10 people in the voice chat. What's up? There's a few.
If you're lucky enough to be an early investor, just 1 Bitcoin will suffice.
Well, yeah, I mean, let me know when you want to. Oh, you're up. You've got your screen up, Jules. Okay, let me just open it up. I'll turn my webcam off so you get full screen
Hey,
mode.
Rick.
Yeah.
Do you remember when I got punted from Thames and found refuge with you? And I was doing a screen share with my Google Chrome, and I went mute for like 20 minutes, and you were all yelling. I couldn't hear you. Do you remember that shit?
I think so. Yeah, dude, there was a lot of shenanigans back in the day. Like, there's a lot of drama. Discord is drama because Discord is people and humans, and we just bring drama wherever we go. So, but hey, look, the good thing about the markets are human too. There's a lot of drama in the markets. Anyway, stage is yours. The floor is yours, Jules. Go for it.
All right. So the first thing that I think is worth noting is that I've taken the fib from the bottom here up to the 3, down to the 4 to determine where the 5 is going to be, and this should be the landing spot. Where it's now. This is just the most common place that it's landed. It's not like a prediction. This is just where if you were to take all of the times that there's been an impulse like this in the past and kind of average it out, it would do something like this. Now we came, of course, 9 times out of 10, or so most of the time it's going to break the rules, but that takes us to about 37.5. So that's kind of the goal that I have in mind. And then I want to show you how we get there too, because this little crossroads right here, that's typically where, the same thing, just taking all the kind of the normals of the past. That means that it should hit it on or about the 25th. And I'll show you how I chart that shit too, because remember, we're coming off of a bottom. And to come off a bottom, there's a lot of interesting things that happen because the psychology of this market is that you get these deep retraces because there's still a lot of speculation that we've got ourselves out of this. One thing I think I want to point out too is that when this happens, you get, hold on, let me find the right damn thing because okay, it's to get a bad example because anyway, let me just show you how I chart this real quick because I'll turn it into a lesson on the idiot waves and how you can actually visualize them as they're going, right?
Yeah.
So my favorite tool to work with the idiot waves is the parallel channel tool, because this is the first 1-2 right here. I mean, you can say this is a 1-2. Maybe not, because that does. Okay, so this is the 1-2 right here. So what you do is you take from the 1 to the 2 with the channel like that, and you move it up to right there. This is so you got the 1 and the 2. Does that make sense?
Yes. 1,
2. Here, let me go a little out of here so I can. We do it like this. It might be a little easier. Yeah. Took a watch. Hold on. Okay, so you take this and you extend it all the way out, right? And then where you're gonna find out where the 3 ends, because let's just say hold on. Let's just do this. You go from the bottom where the 1 starts, and you travel all the way up to the 3, right? Which is this case right here. Yeah, in this one it'll be right here. So you go like this, and then you go down like this, right? Just like that.
Yes, I like.
And that's where you can determine.
I like that.
Where the 5 should end up, and the 5 could have ended up on this line, or on this line. Either the median, the bottom, or the top of the line, right? In this case, it lines up almost perfectly like this. I mean, a little bit off, but you can see how that's where the 5 ends. So this is how you can see where the movement happens. But the 4 will always typically land either on the median line or the top or bottom of the base channel. This is called the base channel right here, right? And so this is where most of the activity is gonna happen. Now, typically, when you do a retracement, the ABC.
Oh, your voice just cut out.
Oh, thank God.
I'm sorry. Got me. Can you hear me?
You're good. Yeah.
Okay.
Can hear you now. Yeah.
Okay. So when there's a correction, anytime you get like an ABC kind of deal, those stay within the channels. If it jumps out of the channel, then typically you have something different happening. So anytime you get this, it's like this. So you get your correction like that. See how that works? And you can do this in real time. And I mean, it's a pretty good way to trade when you're in a correction. You short when you hit this. You get rid of your short. You short again when you hit this. It's just they're going to remain in the channels.
Yes.
And then again, the typical place that they land is going to be along the base channel.
Yeah, look at that. Look at how it struck the top of that. That's really cool. You know how we peeled back down to 25K recently?
Yeah.
Look at that. That's the top of your channel that came in like the end of last year. You already had that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So we have this right here, which is this is probably just an extension. This is an extension of the 3, right? Because we have the 1, 2. This is a 3, 4, but it's another 3, 4 because typically the 3 is not the shortest, but it's the one that usually has extensions in it, and those extensions are kind of they're like extensions of these little things right here. So this is actually like a 1, 2 right here. This is a 1, 2 right here. This is a 1, 2 right here. And these play out in these things right here. But the grand scheme of things, this in its entirety is the 3. And then you can pull out like this. Down to that. And you can see where something should line up right here. And that's why I said the 25th is where this one should hit right here. Now, this line is just based off of the Fibonacci where wave 5 should go. And then you've got, but it could go higher. It could go along this higher. It could end up, shooting through and hitting this right here if there's an extension. The one thing that I would want to check, because the 3 it can't be the shortest. So you want to make sure that you've got, in this case, it's pretty obvious that the 1, is shorter than the 3. So we're clear. I don't need to do any verifications there. But oftentimes I'll use the 1-to-1 tool, like if I thought that this was the 1, 2, which is very possible, it could be. The 1-to-1 tool would have us right about here, which means if it stops here and starts going down, then it's probably not coming back up. It'll make a new low because this is where a correction usually will end up. So corrections typically are 1-to-1. In the case of this, let's see. I'm trying to find a good example of it because it might be like this right here. That's close. That's a 1-to-1. Because this line right here, this white one right here, this means that this shift move down right here is about the same length as this one right here, and that's very typical in a correction to find like
like
a nice symmetry like that.
Yes. Yeah, I like that.
Now, one of the things that I would start to pay attention to, though, and I was trying to find it earlier, but just couldn't find the right example, is we should start to see bearish divergence in here. This peak right here, and that's another way that you can find out which one is the 3 and which one is the 5. The 5 typically has a weaker RSI than the 3, because that's when the move is weakening, and the 3 is the impulse, right? It's the strong one. So what I would expect to see on a longer time frame through here, let's see, is that this is going to be higher in RSI than this. Even if this ends up touching this, it should stay below this right here. And that's where we'll start to see the difference in,
like, bearish divergence, you mean?
Like that. Yeah. You'll start to see bearish divergence, something like that right here.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of what I'd start to pay attention to.
Yeah. And that could just cause just reason enough to see not a crash or like a major correction, but just the next pullback, right? Because bearish divergence doesn't necessarily mean that everything has to crash out to zero. It just means, okay, we're pulling back off this move up. Like this, we've exhausted this energy, and we need to peel back off and reset like the oscillator. But yeah, go ahead, sorry.
So we have, and that being the case, it's actually kind of an interesting thing because we already know in this case that we have a short one, and that one's the shortest one. The 3 is a pretty good size 3, but because we already know we got the shortest wave covered, the 5 can be unpredictable as fuck. The 5 can shoot through this and just keep on going until it never stops. I mean, eventually it's got to stop, but the rules are all complete now. So it really can just have a mind of its own. And that's why the 5s can be very, very unpredictable.
5 can be the biggest wave too, right? Like, that's not against the rules. Can a 5 be the biggest?
There's nothing that says there's nothing that says the 3 has to be the longest. It usually is.
Generally is, right?
Yeah, but there's also the 5 doesn't have to even make a new wave. I don't think there's oftentimes a truncated 5th, and that typically will happen when the market is weak and when we like at a bottom, and if that happens, you can almost expect a very, very deep retracement. In fact, when this is done, I would still expect a deep retracement, because I think that the bears still have to they have to prove that they're not in control. And that's where you would see this come down to maybe even like a 16 or an 18. I wouldn't be surprised if it did that. I tell you what, in a normal situation, I wouldn't be surprised. But like I said, I think that the technology that's coming out just in the fundamentals of the economy, coming off of a bottom, having this new technology that is AI, like you can see it right on your face, and that this is going to impact business. that the technology that's coming out is really going to revolutionize things. And I think that's kind of it can. So I don't know that we would actually retrace too far. Now we should end up retracing to the golden pocket at some point too, and that might be after we hit this. I guess it would be the most common place to do that. We come back and test the 20 range again, and then go up from there. That's I think probably a likely scenario. Trying to think of what else to show you, because there was some other cool stuff that I know that was happening. I don't think BTC is
ever going to go below 25 again.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, so here, now to Static's point too, hold on. I'll show you where, if you're just taking it from the 2. Now the typical places where the 2s would retrace is I'll show you in a second. A typical retracement for a 2, from the 2 to the, okay. This is going to make sense. I know I'm like already confusing everybody. This particular retracement tool is the one you use to test where the wave 4 would land. It could either land on the red line or the green line, are the 2 most common places. In this case, it came down and touched the green line, which I think the green is the most common, red is second, blue is third most common. And then from there, you can clearly see that we have like an impulsive move up from there. If you were to come down here, this is where the green line is. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, and then if you want to test where this smaller wave ends up, and then I will be done. Take this over to here, down to here, and then turn it into the wave 5 tool, which is this one. And you've got somewhere around 35 before a retracement. So 35 to 37 is kind of where I'm saying BTC goes. And XRP, I think it hits $1 within the next couple days, and I think it could shoot through it because I think this news is big enough to where it keeps going.
Love it. Yeah, I think there's still potential. I mean, this whole XRP thing, it could just give enough energy to where whatever patterns were happening up until this point, just, you know, they get that big, like you said, that fifth leg could be a big one, and that might be why, because there's something that defies technical analysis has happened, you know what I mean? Like a big event-based thing.
Well, I don't know that it would define. I mean, it's like one thing to consider too is that this lawsuit happened, I think, somewhat early in the bull run too. So XRP never really saw its full potential either.
That's true. Yes, totally. It had a very
this lawsuit I think happened way before even Elon Musk Dogecoin.
Right. Yeah. It was like late 2020, wasn't it?
I think it was during like the whole AMC thing, where AMC was climbing and Robinhood was not letting people sell. I think it was right around then that the XRP lawsuit.
It was the
GME thing.
It was the fall winter of 2020.
There you go. So
my
Christmas time
to XRP was I bought in right here and I bought in right here, and there were only some like small ones, but a heavy leverage. They were 75x. Earlier today, I was up 5,000% at one point. I've turned $15 into about 3,500.
Hell yeah,
dude! That's epic. That's really good.
I mean, like the only reason I bring those numbers up is because I've never seen a trade like that in my entire life. Yeah. I was on the toilet this morning. It was so funny. I was on the toilet and I turned my tablet on. And all of a sudden you know, I'm like, oh my God, holy shit, holy fuck. And my wife is like, what's going on in there? You know?
Yes, holy shit, indeed.
And I literally shit myself, and it was a very convenient place to do it.
Yeah, that's great. That is excellent. I love it.
It's 4:20 here in California, if you got it, by the way. I haven't smoked in a couple weeks, but I had a green drink earlier today. It's the first time I ever had one. That thing fucking knocked me out, man. That was an intense little I don't know if it was a drain on my system, but man, that affected me in some weird ways today, man.
Jules, guess what?
Love it.
What, dude? What's up?
I got 6 months sober.
Dude, congratulations, brother. I heard you had a really fucking good trade too. Somebody in the grapevine told me that you mastered a trade.
Yeah, I got a 5,000%. I was going for 10,000.
Fuck yeah.
But I got a 5,000%. I shorted AI Doge from the very tippity top.
Yeah.
Shitcoin shorting.
Dude.
That's always
good. Go
fun.
Qui-Gon. Hey, Qui-Gon, I'm so fucking proud of you, dude.
Thanks, brother. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man, that's the best news I've heard in a long time. That 6 months, dude. Keep it up, dude. Keep it up.
Yeah, keep at it.
Hell yeah, man.
It's easier.
A few more weeks until I'm 7, but I'm already like a half a year in, so I'm gonna try to go for the full year.
It seems like it's easier to continue now from this point than it is to start from scratch and then try to get that first 6 months. You know what I mean? So you've done the hardest part. You've done the hardest part. Well done.
Jumping on that quad. If you can do it a day, you can do it a week. If you can do it a week, you can do it 6 months. If you do it 6 months, you can do it 6 decades.
Yeah, hell
dude,
yeah.
I'm telling you, I was smoking pot every day for like, I don't know, for the last 6 months at least, right? And like, it got to the point where it's like, I could wake up in the morning and like, dude, I got to get stoned. One day is all it takes, man. One day at a time. That's like no joke.
Yeah, that's it. And it's the same with any like habit, you know? Like if you can break the cycle, you just retrain your brain. You know, I've done it with food. I was a fat ass earlier this year. Like I was like, nope, this is it. I'm gonna stop. You know, sugar's the worst thing. But anyway, yeah, I'm in a much better place now.
I remember you posting in the chat. You took the buns off your Maccers.
You
were like, you're just not gonna eat the bun. The bun is what does all the damage.
Yeah, the bun and the Coke. That if you drink like soft drink or pop, you guys call it pop in America, right? Or soda.
I definitely know that Coke can do some damage. I'll bear witness for that.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, sugar's the worst. Carbs and sugar just makes you fat.
We do not call it pop in America unless you're like a 90-year-old grandfather.
Yeah, maybe back in like the 19.
We call it Coke or soda.
Yeah. In Australia, we call it. Well, we call it soft drink or fizzy drinks. Kids call them fizzy drinks. Oh, can I have a fizzy drink, Mum? Yeah, like that's an Aussie thing. A fizzy drink.
Funny because man, you're so manly, and that stuff just sounds like such pussy shit.
Yeah, I mean, a soft drink makes sense because hard drinks are alcoholic, and then a soft drink is not.
Oh yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
Can someone go back and record that as a sound bite?
So someone in the chat said that Pepe is being listed to Coinbase. That's hilarious. Pepe the Frog, man.
I shorted Pepe from the tippity top too, or I was gonna I had a position in, and then I took it out, and then friggin' I had another like perfect entry, and I missed it because it looked like it was gonna keep pumping, and then it fucking dropped like 90%, and I was like shit, because I came in and I was like, yo, everybody, I'm gonna short this Pepe, and they're all like, are you serious? Look at the fucking thing's going parabolic. I'm like, I think it's done going parabolic. I'm like, I think that's the end, and then sure enough, it was the end, and it fucking dropped like a rock.
God.
Hello.
Yo.
Hello.
What's happening?
Hello.
Is that B?
Hello. No.
It's keep going. It sounded just like
the
B.
money.
It sounded a lot like B. Good impression. You fooled me. I was like, hey B.
Right?
Accent.
What's happening? Keep going.
Keep going.
Do you guys want to hear my impression of it?
Sure.
All right, here I go.
It's my impression of Stab.
I get it. I get the joke. I get the joke. All right.
That was good, right? I thought that was
good. Yeah.
Well, no comment.
Spot on.
Come together.
That is
right
but
now.
Static though. Like I never hear you in your group. Isn't that like the pot calling the kettle black? What how come you're never in there?
I'm gonna ask you.
He's busy guest appearing in my Discord now. Don't worry, man. I am the OG of bouncing and just ghosting my own Discord. I am the original of just not showing.
Actually, Jules, can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
Is it the pot calling the pot black? Because you're never in your Discord. You're in my Discord.
Oh.
I guess this is the island of misfit. This is the island of misfit toys, isn't it?
Barely in his.
Yeah,
barely in his, and B is never in his. Nobody's ever in their own Discords.
Hey, I don't even have a Discord, so.
Yeah, people always.
For the record, though, Static, nobody's in my Discord. Let's be real.
Dude, that's mine. Mine's been dormant. Like, unless I put in a concerted effort to getting people in here, like, it just lies dormant like a volcano.
You're the one where all the banned people gather and fucking.
I'm waiting for
freaking Pisket to pop in.
Well, this is like what do you call it? The waiting room. It's kind of like purgatory after you die. It's like you're just waiting around, and everyone comes in here. Like it's, there's heaven and hell, and there's places that have rules to get in and shit like that. But this is just open to everybody. This is like international waters right here.
Yeah, and we're a bunch of pirates.
I should read purgatory.
Yeah. Well, not purgatory.
Man,
Purgatory is the waiting room for hell, right? I don't know.
Yeah,
or heaven. It's where you have to
the waiting room to decide where you're going.
I see. So that's where ghosts exist, kind of thing, because they haven't crossed.
Hey, Serrano. Dude, I took the shroom grow to new levels, brother.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man, I was growing I've got boxes of this shit now.
Oh man!
Just
for fun, like I started growing, learning how to grow mushrooms, and now like I literally just like I've got mushrooms everywhere.
But like you're growing various types, or you're growing
various strains of the magical types. I've got I've got these kind that are like so fucking strong that like they just knock you the fuck out.
Holy shit!
Put you into a dream, man.
Don't remind me.
I mean,
I've had a bad.
Start growing some of them that you can eat too. You might as well.
So
I was thinking about it. I mean, yeah, except for I'm not a fan of them. I take my mushrooms off.
You got to pick. Well, you got to pick the right ones. The buttons that are going to be on every pizza. No button mushrooms. Those things are disgusting. Like you can go to like some hanjimenjis or something that usually comes in like your Asian ramens and stuff. The little cute ones, and skinny ones.
Is shiitake Japanese?
Can't spell shiitake without shit.
Shiitakes? Yeah, I mean
shiitake mushroom.
Yeah,
shiitake, unagi.
Japanese.
What are unakis?
Shiitakes are cool, but they're kind of like buttons. I don't know. I would grow like. I mean, can't go wrong if you can grow some. What are those fucking things called? I can't think of the name at the top of my head. I gotta find a picture. Shiitakes. There you go.
Dude, every mushroom I've ever tried and tasted, I kind of like wanted to throw up a little bit. I think they're fucking disgusting.
I'm the opposite. I love mushrooms. I love them on pizza.
And it's also how they're cooked too. That changes everything.
In stir fries, like damn. Dude, check out the daily, by the way. Just to circle this back to crypto. If we close, which is in 28 minutes, if we close up here, anywhere near here, that's the highest daily close we've had this year. That's a good thing. That is a great start. Yeah. You know, we've got a hell of a wick, but if we can fill that in the next few hours, like that'll be good. That'll be good news.
Yeah, no shit. Hey Rick, is that really your picture right there? Or did you AI the fuck out of it? Mine's this? AI. It looks like me, but yeah.
No. That's Lane Staley of Alice in Chains in Discord. Yeah.
Oh no shit! I was like, dude, Rick, you fucking got good looking, bro.
Yeah, no, that's Lane. Yeah, I don't look like that. Yeah.
Are you a big Alice in Chains guy?
Yeah, I love Alice in Chains. Yeah. Yeah. I just forgot to turn my webcam back on. What's up, guys? It's funny, I was looking back at my streams from late last year before I started losing weight. I'm like, holy shit, yeah, you can kind of tell that I was a bit chubbier back then. I don't think it's that dramatic of a difference, but yeah.
All right, boys, tapping out. There. Rick, Jules, why? Everybody.
No worries, Static.
Good to hear you, Static.
Yeah, good to hear from you, bro.
Thanks for dropping in.
Yeah, you should do this more often.
Yeah, I should.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely. Especially now that the market's got things to talk about, more things, you know.
Yeah, man, I think this XRP thing's a good sign. Somebody was saying that BTC typically will follow suit. I mean, that'd be kind of rad if it did. Sorry, Static, didn't mean to cut you off.
No, I was just going to say bye, and I was going to tell Rick to stop posting fucking pictures of Australian pizza. It's disrespectful in New York.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what that is, but that ain't pizza.
They came out of Domino's, which is an American invention, so there you go.
Oh, God.
Hey, I'll post you. I went to an Italian restaurant when I was in Melbourne it was back in, last month? It was only a few weeks ago. Let me show you. Find it. Just bear with me. This is worth waiting for, because this is an authentic Italian restaurant in Melbourne. Hell of a lot of Italian people live in Melbourne. Let's see. Just loading.
Just a quick note on XLM. XLM freaking bounced off of the 800 daily EMA, 19,495. It's an 800 daily EMA. The XRP, it flew right past it, but it's been suppressed for a while. It kept getting rejected by it, and then just flew right past it today, and it's still above it. I don't know. I'm gonna
bounce, but I'll look for that picture in general.
Yeah, there you go. I tagged you in it. I've even got a pepperoni.
That looks
With
good.
the pepperoni.
Yeah,
Nice.
dude. It's a
That's a good beer. I always like that beer.
Yeah, it's lovely. The red ones especially.
But isn't that what
red.
isn't that what it's called when you have like a cock like Serrano where it curves left or right?
What's
disease?
I'm probably gonna.
It's actually pretty close to that.
I'm probably gonna butcher the name of it, but that pizza is a capricciosa. A capricci. I don't know how to say it, man. It's the one where they just throw everything at it, kind of like a Supreme, but Supreme isn't a that's an American term for a pizza. Supreme. They don't have that in.
I mean, sure.
I mean, if you put any type of grandiose name on food, it's probably American. Super value.
The Supreme Leader Pizza.
Supreme.
I need to look up how to pronounce capricciosa. Capricciosa? Do we have any Italians in the building?
No, solo mexicanos.
Hey, what's up? I'm Italian.
Capricciosa translates to capricious, which is a fitting name for this pizza whose toppings vary from region to region. The version includes tomato sauce, fontina, artichokes, olives, and ham, which is pretty much what that is.
Doesn't capricious mean like fragile or valuable?
I've got no idea.
Or like ever changing.
Could be.
Let me look up the definition of capricious. I know it means something profound.
Yeah. The classic tangents that we get on. It's like, what was it called back in the day when everyone was in Tame the Ark's channel, and it was called like Doge After Dark. Everyone would just talk random shit, conspiracy stuff,
crazy shit.
Yeah, a lot of
dirty shit.
Political, sexual, everything, drugs, guns.
I'd give sexy TA.
Yeah, all sorts of shit. Doge After Dark. Because he was like,
yeah, dirty to peachy in front of like thousands of people.
Oh my god. There you go. It was a wild time. And then there was like a separate voice channel for all the people that wanted to get freaky, on webcam and shit.
Yeah,
I think that died pretty quickly though. Like it was like, oh, it's not the best idea.
It changed.
it was weird.
It changed from here to there. Yeah.
Yeah.
It had different purposes. It changed. There was one group, then they left, and then there was another group.
There was like smoking rooms.
And it was the smoking room.
Yeah. People just chilling out.
Good times. But anyway, yeah, it says capricious. It does mean it like changes a lot. It says given to sudden and unaccountable changes of mood or behavior.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that makes sense. Like because the toppings can change because it's whatever's left over. I've heard is what a capricciosa means. Capricciosa, whatever.
Like whatever the fuck we have lying around the kitchen that's about to go bad.
Yeah, exactly.
On the
that is
pizza.
Yes, that is the definition of that pizza. And then you've got like, is it a margarita?
That's some like hippie music festival shit.
Yeah.
we're all high as fuck and do it. Just fucking put anything on it and feed me.
Just trying out all these different lenses on my webcam. Ooh, sepia. Oh, so what do we got? Like 20 minutes until the daily close, the Thursday candle.
Yeah.
What a candle, by the way.
What a fucking candle.
Absolutely brilliant, mate. 3.3% at the moment for Bitcoin, up. XRP up 72%.
It's an engulfer.
It's an engulfer.
Jules it's one of them engulfers.
An engulfer.
An engulfer.
I forgot about the engulfers.
Yeah.
Engulf my whole short. I have to zoom out.
Jules.
Yeah, what's up, buddy?
Have you seen the bearish scenario for an ABC? I just posted on Freaking General.
In cuál coin?
Freaking General.
The king, homie. Well, the king will be
Bitcoin.
Bitcoin?
Son of a Bitcoin. Oh, baby Rick. How about that? Old Rick. Ooh, silver hair.
We can't see any of your impressions.
You can't see him?
So yeah, no, I was talking about that. Keep going, because if you measure that, it's a 1-to-1. So yeah, it's I was looking at that, and I mentioned that when I was doing TA. If it turns around at that point and goes lower, makes a new low, that's a good sign that it might make a new low, you know.
But if it's stopped at the 123.6 up to 1.618, still could be an ABC. You saw the shit that I post on General, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. I was talking about just a minute before I don't know, you came on. I did lay out that scenario. If it was corrective, then it would typically kind of land in that 1-to-1 range. Which, yeah, that's what you've got is in that range still.
Yes, sir. Okay, got it.
So Pete.
I can't believe how incredible all the markets have been performing lately over the past couple months.
Even Matic has picked up a lot.
Yeah, fucking A, dude. I got liquidated on position, got pissed off at Matic, so I never picked it back up. But I was like, shit, I really should buy some at 50 cents. Like, that's crazy. And then I never did. And now it's at 80 cents or something.
I got taken out in that same one, I bet, on Matic. I was in it for the longest time, and then it just got fucking taken out before it went up again. I ended up getting in on another low, but I think I had a bigger buy-in, at the time that got stopped out.
I think I lost $300 on that position. But yeah, I got liquidated at 75 cents, and I was pissed off because fucking what happened was it looked really nice. It looked like a perfect entry, perfect falling wedge, on the 4-hour. And the RSI was lower than it had been in 2 years. And I was like, whenever the RSI is this low, it's historically always been an incredible buy for Matic. And then fucking out of nowhere, Robinhood just decided to drop it, for some reason. Just decided to, it was
yep, that was what took me out. Same one, dude.
Yeah, that sucks.
It was because the SEC. Now, this is what I was questioning earlier, because that was because the SEC considers Matic and a couple others as securities.
Well, they can't do that no more.
No, they I think that they're different because even in this lawsuit, the coins can be used as securities, and in those cases they still have to have they have to follow the rules of the SEC. And I think that Matic might just be kind of a different use case or something where the SEC does consider it a security.
XLM's kind of going for a bit of another move up here. I think it just broke its previous high. It might just be a liquidation wick, but I'm thinking XLM could probably make a move to 16.5 again.
Man, I'm so happy for Crispy.
I know, dude, right? He said he was up 15 grand today or something.
Fuck yeah, dude. That's good news.
Yeah. That's epic. Yeah. Man, the bull's getting rewarded for being bullish. Who would have thought? Bitcoin's
I was worried about the boy because he was such a simp for Algo, and I know Algo, I haven't paid attention, but the last I saw Algo was just on a downward spiral.
Yeah, it fucking hit a new all-time low, actually, under 9 cents. And I should have.
That's not a good sign.
An all-time low. That reminds me of that.
The rest of the market's fucking ready to rock, and it's well, I mean, who knows, man.
Dude, but Algo, imagine buying it at 9 cents, and then it goes to $9.
Dude, Bitcoin's moving right now. By the way, I'm gonna go down to the 1-minute chart because. That was once upon a time that happened to Cardano, and my friend bought Cardano at 10 cents, and then it went to fucking $3.
like $3.50 or something crazy.
Got 15 minutes left of the day. And then we start a new day. New price action. Well, probably the same.
Yeah. Well, XRP looks like it's bouncing up and down in this triangle. It's in its 4. It's every time you see a triangle like that, it's typical of a 4. So like I would still expect maybe a little bit of a drop before it goes back up again, and I think, like I said, $1.
Yeah.
I think it's got to hit $1. How can it not hit $1 when it gets so close?
Jules has this theory that that all the triangles are can be explained by Elliott waves.
Yeah.
No, all triangles typically happen in the 4th. They can happen in the 2nd, but it's not as often. But they almost always happen in the 4th.
Mm-hmm. Love it, mate. Love it. I'm just trying to get a handle on like if there's any kind of. It just looks very pennant-ish on XRP, like the way there's some kind of triangle activity like that. Yeah, I just can't get lines to like marry up nicely on it, but there's some kind of consolidation happening.
For those who don't believe on that, I just posted on general, and Joe, the one just tell me, good job. Freaking $1, dude. Not $1 more, not $1 less.
What?
Oh yeah, as in like a pullback?
¿De qué estás hablando?
$24,763. I called that the full retracement.
So this is back in June. Yeah, back in late May. Gotcha. I thought you were talking about right now. I was like, hang on a minute, bro.
Not $1 more, dude. So Elliott wave works.
Not according to B's video. B made a whole video on Elliott wave and how it sucks and doesn't work.
Yeah, I've got that same line. But I'm telling you that So you're saying that it has just as good of a chance of going down as it does. Well, it's like halfway, right? Halfway between yours and mine.
That shit was before. That was like, I don't remember when, May. I was counting that shit, and I said that was gonna be a retracement on 24,763, and that's what happens.
And it also made a fucking huge falling wedge on like the daily, which also.
I see what you said.
And it came down into support, which was the top of what I think was wave 1, or like 25K. And it still adhered to it stuck to the rules of Elliott wave. It didn't exceed the top of that wave. It didn't dip below that, like that price action. So I think this could be the start or like halfway through wave 5.
And all those little yellow lines that I have there, every time we close the daily with the body on those lines, BTC does a big ass reaction, dude. Like today, it did finally touch it, and yeah, it did what it's supposed to do.
Well, Bitcoin is from an Ichimoku point of view, above the cloud on the 1 minute, above the cloud on the 5 minute, with a potential Kumo twist happening, which means like a change in the future. So it twisted red not long ago, but it's now suggesting that it might twist again. We'll see. Obviously above the cloud on the 15 minute, the hourly, sorry, one sec, the 4 hourly, the daily, the weekly.
Right now
is
you had
under or in. Yeah, what's that?
Right now your video has 4 times as many viewers as B's, and I have B's on in the background.
Don't go comparing now.
I'm just saying, maybe it's because yours hasn't been up for a while, but There's also a ton of people in there in that room.
There's a lot of OGs from this channel. Like, this channel was born in 2021, like before Doge Day. Actually, on Doge Day. Remember 420?
Yeah.
That's how long my channel's been up. So I actually, yeah,
that's when we first met.
Yeah. There's a lot of people that have come through and seen this channel since then. So got a fair amount of people that check it out, like when things get exciting, when markets move. And not to mention there's actual content in these streams, just saying.
Rick, a lot of people
but
were 83% retracement.
83%?
Well, about 80 plus percent retrace from at the point that when you started the channel, you know, we lived through.
Oh yeah, like you mean on Dogecoin, the Dogecoin retracement.
Yeah, now we're going to pump it up. Now it's
no, because fucking Rick started back with 420. And that's when Doge went to 42 cents. Then it came down to 16 cents. And then it went up to 69, or it went up to 75 cents after that.
Well, I'll show you where my...
I got another thing to show you.
I'll show you where my channel was born. And then I'll let you go. One sec. I'll let you carry on. It was the 20th of April, so 20th of the 4th, but American time, because of 420. So I have to go to like UTC -4, find the day. Oh, it's still the same candle, I think. Yeah, it's this candle. So right here was where I started the channel. We dipped, and then damn, SNL came. Dogecoin went up to like 74 cents. And then
gave us the middle finger.
Here we are today, all the way over here. The longest bleed out, which seems to be the longest bleed out. Yeah, pretty nasty. Really long bleed out. And then a lot of people waiting patiently for the next move to happen. But yeah, that's a long time. I'm gonna measure that in days. Since 420. We got a time measure.
Who sent you those shirts from here? I don't remember.
3 years and 3 months.
Is it 3 years and 3 months? God, I can't even like get the chart to like. Where's the measuring tool for time? Oh yeah, date range. Yeah. There it is, 20th of April 2021 until now. And I'll lock that in. That tells me 814 days of crypto down under. 814 days in years. Is 2.23 years.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, I was thinking of it from 2020.
Yeah, you're just a week shy of 2 years and 3 months.
Yeah. Not bad. I'll have to do like a 420 celebration, like a 3-year-old birthday for the channel when it happens. I remember there was this anticipation for 420 in last year, which was, you know, my first year, and nothing happened. 420 this year, I think similar. I don't think anything happened. Let me hone in on that, because this Dogecoin is supposed to be the Doge Day. I think that was a one-off thing, like it was just that Reddit community that said, oh yeah, there's going to be a Doge Day. It kinda moved up, like in anticipation leading up to 420. It rallied up, but then yeah, the actual day was a red candle, all part of a big retracement.
Yeah, they always sell on 420.
Buy the rumor, sell the news.
What you trying to say with the XRP?
Yeah, what's XRP doing right now? It's squeezing crazy. Yep. 5 minutes.
I was gonna say, I found. Remember, I was looking for an example earlier about how to show the divergence between the wave 3 and the wave 5. I've got a really good example on my screen right now. If you want to see it.
All right, let me. Fire away.
All right, you see, if we were to do here, let me get this tool real quick. Okay, we can see right here that this is 1, 2, and then you've got like a 3, 4, 3, 4, 5 right there, like that. Mm-hmm. But you can see that the impulse is on the 3 right here. It's the real strong one on the RSI, and even at the end of this 3 to 4, you already start getting the divergences kicked in right here, all the way down until this is the 3, 4, 5, and then it comes down, finishes the 1. And then it comes up and does it again. You can see right here, you've got the 1, 2, and then a 3, 4, 5 like that. And you can see that there's divergence here like that again too. And so on a larger time frame, you'd expect to see the same thing. But I just wanted to show you that typically when that's how you can kind of tell between the 3 and the 5 is because you get that divergence in the 5s. Because the 5 is always going to be weaker, even if it makes a new high like it does here.
Yeah, that's good. That's like fractal. You're looking at like fractal behavior.
Yeah, well, all the Elliott waves they consist of Elliott waves on smaller time frames. So that's all that this is. So this would be the 1, 1, 2, and then you got like 3, 4, and then the 5 in this one, and then we're coming down again, and we're gonna start a new wave. Well, that's what it looks like at least.
Yeah, mate.
Hell yeah.
That's all.
Thanks, man. Yeah, that's promising. Like it's well, not promising, but it's interesting to keep an eye and see if that actually comes to fruition. We got what?
You
less
can see
than
it
3
happening
minutes?
in this last little pattern right here. It is the RSI is weakening even though we're at new highs. That's just with on the daily from the 21st until today, June 21st until today. Since we've kind of been in this like I don't know accumulation range.
Yeah, it's been a hell of a rectangle, like a being stuck chopping sideways. Yeah. 2 minutes left. I like the look of this daily close that's like gearing up.
Yeah, it does look good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Hopefully it's Bitcoin's turn.
Yeah, it just really needs to punch through 32K, I feel. 32,000 is like a paradigm shifter. Or like a confirmation breaking that, confirming what we're anticipating. Or at least what the bulls are anticipating.
Well, I'm going to take off. I got some shit to do, but I miss you guys. It was nice talking to y'all.
You too, man. Good to hear your voice. Have a good day.
Definitely
Have
good
a
to
good
hear
evening.
from you.
Yeah, stay in touch, guys.
Good afternoon. It's hot.
Cheers,
It's
bro.
very
See ya. Yeah, it is. Is it nice and hot in Cali?
Super hot, dude.
Oh yeah.
It's not that bad.
Pretty comfortable.
It's our-
Can you sleep naked with no blankets? Is it that hot?
No, it's not that.
It's not that hot.
Honestly, it's been a mild ass summer
Yeah,
so
true.
far.
Yeah, that was
Only
kind of
been
like
2 or 3 days in the hundreds. That's it. It's
similar
nothing.
with Australia, man. Yeah, it was. And even our winter this year wasn't that cold. It wasn't really that cold here.
Only
And
has-
it's winter right now, yeah, in Australia. But yeah, man, it's just like the maximums and minimums just aren't getting put in. We're in like a big squeeze of temperatures.
So think about it. It hot, right? Other places is like 120, 110.
Yeah.
And I'm
Oh, there's the daily. Sorry. Yeah, dude, look at that daily close for Bitcoin. We are closed higher. The highest close on the daily all year. Excellent.
Yeah, baby.
I'm gonna check them oscillators.
32,434 next target. If we get to $32,430.
RSI, yeah, ooh, okay. If RSI doesn't pick up and make new highs here, that's looking a little bit divergent on the daily, but this Friday candle will be interesting. I see the momentum, like there's reason for it to be a big solid green candle, but I guess you just got to keep it real and be open to the fact that it could be a pullback or just a whole lot of nothing, like a doji or something. But hopefully Friday brings the noise. Juan Diego Santos. No TA on the other channel. More conspiracy theories of Donnie and Crazy Fool controlling the conversations. It sucks. Ah, sorry to hear that. Well, I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. I like hearing from Donnie and Crazy Fool. They've got a lot of interesting things to talk about.
So 105% up.
Yeah, dude. We're doing well. $105.51% according to Binance. Yeah. Yep. I see that. I remember with Ocean Deep, there's a few of us that were like, oh, who's got the lowest buy? Because we were buying that dip right there. And that was funny because that was the bottom. We were like, this drop is insane. Like, we've sort of it was bouncing at the time. We're like, oh, who had the lowest buy on that drop? And we were all sort of, comparing it.
I remember that.
Yeah, Ocean had the lowest one.
Who got the lowest buy?
Yeah, that was 235 days ago.
Damn.
Yeah. A lot has happened since then. A lot of price action has happened since then. Well, Friday's so far doing cool things. It's off to a slow grinding start.
What was the reason before of saying, oh, my average on DOGE was like, mine was 0.004, but after that I sold obviously. But then remember that we were saying, no, 16 cents, and we were, as long as you accumulate more coins, it doesn't matter, booty boo, booty ba. That was very, very, very pushing to FOMO and shit like that, that wasn't right, man.
Yeah. It's, I don't know, man. It's, a lot of people get carried away when moves happen, and it is a good recipe to get stuck. Especially when you don't have a lot of experience. Yeah.
You know what a great thing is about a lot of people? Fuck all them people. Take their money.
Yeah, I mean, that's what markets are, really. You're basically exploiting the fact that the majority get it wrong. You just got to try and be the minority that get it right. Be on the winning side.
Do you like? Talk about XRP. Do you like XRP?
Yeah. I mean,
it has. Like,
it was fun to hate on.
4 seconds to fucking send coins and shit like that. Not like BTC,
Well, yeah, there is that. It used to be the thing that everyone loved to hate on back in like 2017, 2018. Like, oh, XRP's like for the banks, And it kind of is, I guess.
Remember like 4 months ago you were saying, like, you posted that picture of the license plate that you saw, and it said 86 XRP.
Yes, dude, it just took time. It was right though.
It finally came.
It was correct. It just needed some time to cook. It needed some time. That's right.
Yep.
Yeah, dude. So far, all my premonition-y type stuff, I mean, it didn't happen right away though. That's the problem with XRP. But at least with the Bitcoin one and just the overall crypto one, it said, I pulled up behind that car that said build your dreams, which turns out to be like it's a new electric car company. Build your dreams, which is really weird. Like, imagine calling your car company Build Your Dreams.
Really? That's kind of weird.
It's like someone comes out with a Follow Your Heart car company or some shit like that. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna grab my laptop and I want to do a test of leaving my stream up, like indefinitely, like just see how long I can keep it going for. I'll be right back. I'll leave this stream on while I'm setting all that up, but yeah, I'll be back.
Every time you say you'll be right back, you're gone for like 6 hours.
I'll be like 6 minutes at best.
Alright.
Alright, won't be long. Stream is up.
Hello.
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 You just smoke a joint?
Nah. I'm drinking Tecate Light.
Oh, okay.
I smoke Jules, which is very addictive. Nicotine, 5%, 50%.
Yeah, I'm back.
Oh, the good old Jewel.
I just had to grab my laptop bag.
Yeah, when I was in rehab, everybody was all about vapes. Like, everyone would be vaping in the bathroom. It was funny.
Yeah, this shit is so addictive, and it's expensive.
Vaping's expensive?
All kind of flavored vapes.
$22 for
Isn't
4
smoking more expensive? Like cigarettes?
No.
Tobacco cigarette? No?
Depends
In
on what you
Australia, it's more expensive to smoke cigarettes.
Depends on
Then
what you
vape.
smoke and how much you smoke. The
Yeah,
problem with
right.
vapes is that you'll just sit there and vape all day.
Isn't it more unhealthy, vapes? It's like the,
If it's
Long-term data yet, but probably.
probably.
I mean, you're smoking. Well, okay, you're not smoking all the carcinogens in cigarettes, right? But you're also smoking synthetic tobacco or synthetic nicotine.
Right.
Who knows how
It's
good
kinda
and or
scary.
bad that is?
Yeah.
Probably pretty fucking bad.
I just don't
This
mess
is-
with any of it, to be honest. But to each their own.
And
To each their
the
own.
nicotine salts, which is one of the worst.
Ugh.
Oh, yeah.
You should just go get a vape, man. If you're gonna vape, just go get a vape.
And that shit, the flavors is the one that screw you, because he has, I mean, all those flavors, they're no bueno for you. Those chemicals. But any event, nicotine is bad. Everything is bad. And I drink Monster. Monster is bad also.
Oh yeah,
Very bad.
I drink Monster, sugar-free Monster, the gold can.
No, I drink the green one, the real one.
The real one.
One has
Yeah.
like extra. They add extra.
Oh, extra caffeine? Damn.
Yeah, that one. So yeah, there's a substitute to substitute the sugar. Whatever they use is worse than sugar.
Sucralose.
Whatever they use, I don't even know.
So on Robinhood, they made this new thing where they have 24-hour trading. Certain stocks, there's like 40 of them. There's like 40 like stocks and ETFs that you can trade 24/7, like around the clock.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to show
36. Some of them are
my setup.
It's only full.
I've got my laptop here, my desktop computer, which is sitting here, which has those two monitors at the background. Obviously my big old mic, which you can hear me on right now. So I should be able to run the stream 24/7 off the laptop. I mean, I don't see why not, right? It should pretty much stay on. I might use my second Discord account to like produce the audio or have it sitting in there. And then, yeah, obviously the Discord that I'm talking to you right now through is just like my personal Discord. Just bounce around whatever server's in that one, and then have like a dedicated Discord account for the live stream. And there it is. Okay. But first, I have to jump into, just gonna make sure that's just normal Google, yeah. And get,
I'm trying to bring up your video so I can look at it on YouTube.
Just gonna pop
because I can't see what you're
for a sec. What, you can't see my YouTube stream?
No, I mean I'm bringing up YouTube right now, but
I see, because
I see. You got a little, a little screen in the corner.
Yeah, I've got. Well, that's my dual monitors, which is what I stream through, and then I've got a little laptop here, which I can run. I can run Crypto Down Under YouTube through that 24/7, and then just pop in and out whenever I feel like it, kind of thing. But that'll be up, dedicated, hopefully. I don't see why not. But I'm gonna see if I can get that working. What do I need? I need OBS, because that's the streaming software. Open broadcast software.
So wait, you're gonna have two streams running?
No, just one. And where am I putting this? Downloads.
Oh,
128 megabyte download.
On the stream, which for the charts, and then you're gonna have when you're live streaming, you can have a camera so that you can.
Yeah, true.
Do some in-person stuff. Is that what you're saying?
No, it's just like laptop is dedicated YouTube streaming. That's it. Simple. Like that's just producing the stream for YouTube to look at. That's it.
Oh, okay.
And
so
then,
still your other monitor is still connected.
Yeah, like me in my other, like the Discord account that I'm talking to you through right now, that's just my personal Rick, you know, and I can bounce around. I can even come into my own stream with that, and then there's the dedicated Discord, which I actually have my phone logged into right now. I'm gonna see if I can get that happening. So anyway, this stream's gonna come down momentarily while I turn it onto my laptop. But
it's like freaking Inception watching you right now, like watching you work, watching you change your chart on, like your chart is changing on the YouTube stream, like on the live stream, but then I'm also watching you do it on your camera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it? It's like, it should be fairly live, like if I draw a smiley face.
Yeah. It's like Inception, dude.
Should be real. Should be real. Yeah. That's it.
Coming live to you from Australia.
That's right.
Yeah. Crypto Down Under.
Right. Where can I put this where it's not in the way for a moment?
What time is it there? Is it like 10,
it's like,
10 o'clock?
Yeah, it's like 10:14 a.m. So it's not even lunchtime yet. Got the whole day ahead of me.
Damn, bro. What's the future like?
This is
What's
Rick
Friday
2.
look like? Let me know.
Rick 2 is the one that's going to be dedicated streaming. So I'm going to jump into here. Open up my mic. You can probably hear me twice now, maybe. I don't know about that. Maybe not. Oh, it says no route. Disconnected. I don't need to show all that. 1 second. Let me put my camera back up here. Oh, there's going to be a vicious loop now. It's a crutch shot. Let me just tilt the camera back up. There we are.
Nice.
Nice.
There he is.
Ooh, I better mute this.
Echo too.
Yeah. Okay. I wonder if it's going to be different. Let me mute my laptop because you can probably hear me talking here. Is that better? Yeah, that's just one voice now. Install OBS. So I need OBS. I need, obviously YouTube will just be there running, so that's cool. I'm gonna install OBS. Oh, bullshit. OBS. That's what it sounds like. Next, install. Cool. Jeez, it takes a while to install.
What are you trying to do?
Oh, I'm just installing OBS. It's the broadcast software for going live on YouTube. Okay, launch. So I might pull down this stream just for like until I can get it back up in like hopefully within 10 minutes, something like that. We'll see. But I will be back, YouTube land, and I'll see you on the other side. All right.